Hey everyone, this is Lisa from Life in Layouts, and today I am back for day number 10 of the March Madness Sketch Challenge, Scrap Now, Sleep Later. This is the sketch that I'm going to be using, and I do change it up a little bit. Those waves kind of scare me a little. I'm going to be using this PhotoPlay Set Sail collection, and I'm going to be scrapbooking some photos of my mom and I when we got off at Nassau for our cruise. So we took some pictures, obviously like the one that they take right when you get off. We purchased that, and then we took some with like the boat itself. And again, these photos that I have of my mom and I at the cruise, I've done a lot of the scrapbooking, the kind of bigger, more important main events, and these are more just kind of like just getting the photos documented and in my layouts. So I don't feel like they're like super fancy layouts. I do really like the way that this one came out. And I think it's because I did pull out my silhouette again. And I really like what I ended up doing with the kind of wave section. On the right hand side of the layout, I do go ahead and mount my two photos, which actually are three. I cut down two of the 4x6 photos into 4x3 photos and then made them into a 4x6, so I mounted it all together. What I'm going to do for the wave section, and I'm actually only going to do it on the left hand side, I don't follow it through on the right, is I found these ship wheels. It came as a set, and the inside of the wheel had super fancy letters, which I wasn't too keen on. But it also came with one blank wheel. And I was like, well, why don't I just like take that blank wheel and cut it out multiple times and then just more neutral or blocky font, because it was like super scripty, almost like what you would use as a monogram type font. So super fancy. And I will tell you that I moved those wheels a ton. When I was editing this video, I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I moved it that many times on camera. And that's the ones that I kept in. I took them out. I cut out a lot of them. So I pulled out this wood grain paper. It's not with a collection. It's one of those packs that I picked up at Tuesday morning. It was like 25 sheets of pattern paper. And this one's actually one of my favorites because it has a wood grain on one side, and on the other side is like a grid paper, tone on tone grid paper. So I use this pattern paper a lot. So as I am getting this paper down, I do want to remind you to go check out the Scrap Now, Sleep Later Facebook group. Veronica is putting on an amazing challenge this month. You have the opportunity to be entered into lots of drawings. She's doing a daily drawing, she's doing a weekly drawing, and then she has a large prize at the very end of the month as well. All the details are posted below, so make sure you go check out her Facebook page as well. I did gut the center of the white paper and kind of got it a little too close because the wood grain paper is the exact same size as my gut. So when I went and put down the washi tape, I had to actually secure the back of it to it. But I did know that I was going to add this like green paper, kind of has like a net look to it. And then I'm also going to add a striped paper, 1/4 inch striped paper as well to the top and bottom. So I knew it wouldn't matter that I cut it a little short because I was going to cover it up anyways. So the sketch doesn't call for the 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch strip at the top, but I felt like it just needed some closure. Like I like to have things closed in, and that 1/4 inch strip and 1/2 inch strips usually tend to do that for me. Once I get it on the left hand side of the layout, then I make it very difficult for myself because I didn't cut the paper down, and I end up using my T-square ruler and X-Acto knife to just cut the paper so that it lines up correctly. So I do that for all 4 pieces on the right hand side of the layout. So I get all of the photos down on the layout. I did use fun foam over on the right hand side to pop up all 3 of the photos over there. And then I pulled out my Xyron Create a Sticker, and I don't ever use it like while it's in there because I find it cumbersome to like try to put the pieces in. So I just like take the cartridge out and use it that way. And then I always make sure that I use my roller brayer thing to make sure that the adhesive down. If you don't, then the adhesive kind of sticks everywhere. But I think that having that for these intricate pieces worked really well. I started with the one on the far left and then moved to the one on the far right and kind of came inward on it so that it made sure that the spacing was somewhat even. It's not like 100%, and I'm okay with that. Over on the far right hand side, I do go ahead and add a ship from the sticker piece, and then this little circle that has like a palm leaf on it. I added a starfish, but I didn't like the way that that starfish looked there. And then I found these sunglasses, so I decided to go ahead and add the sunglasses in. I do put those up on fun foam, and they are flapped with the photos and the ship, and then the palm leaf is like flat to the paper. Up on the like upper left hand corner of the photos, I go ahead and add this like hat. I also put that up on fun foam, and then I do bring back that starfish. I just like that red pop of color there. I found this tag that said port of call, and I thought I would add that to the top, but I didn't like the way that it looked, so I just added it kind of under my title. So the title is technically could be Nassau port of call, or it could just be like another little cluster there. I do go ahead and add in enamel shapes in 2 different color blues as well as a red, and that's it for this layout. So here is my final layout as well as some close-ups. Make sure you go check out the Facebook group for Scrap Now, Sleep Later so that you can join in on this March Madness craziness that I am doing a layout a day. All right, if you enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already and you want to see more double page layout inspiration, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope that you have a scrappy day.